Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're back doing another Rivals of Ixalan Intermediate Swiss Draft League. The Mythic we've opened is one I haven't even seen yet, I don't think. This card is sweet. 5 mana 5/5 with Enrage, exile a creature an opponent controls until Trapjaw Tyrant leaves. Well, I see. Otherwise we could take a Chupacabra, but I kind of feel like we have to take the Tyrant, right? I mean, look at it. There's also Luminous Bonds, Hunt the Weak, and the Chupacabra in here. This pack is pretty stacked. Let's take the Tyrant and move on. Okay, follow-up pick. Well, we can take the removal in Divine Verdict, but it's still early enough. We're just going to take the best card, which I think is still the Regisar. I love Raging Regisar. Bombard and Divine Verdict are good too, but I found Regisar to be really good. 4 mana 4/4, good. Plus ping things, really good. You can just take things out. It's efficiently costed. Anyway, Naya Dinosaurs is a thing, and it's a good archetype, I think. So we're going to take this card over removal. That's how good I think it is. Jeez, Champion of Dusk, huh? That card's really good, too. Otherwise, there is a Luminous Bond. I probably just take... Well, problem is we passed the Chupacabra. But that doesn't necessarily... No, it's still early enough we just take the best card. Champion of Dusk is really good. I mean, granted, there's sometimes you can't play it, but this card is really good. Otherwise, Luminous Bond would be fine here, too. Just good vampires all around, but we're taking the champion. This card is a 5 mana 4/4, draw 1, lose 1 life at worst, which is still pretty good. Alright. What are we taking now? Well, I like the Sky Marcher the most of the vampires that are in here. The best card, I don't know. Slippery Scoundrel is pretty good. But I think it's probably on par enough with Sky Marcher where I'm fine just taking the 2/3 flyer and being happy enough about that. Alright. So here, nothing too terribly exciting. I like Dust Charger probably more than Scoundrel if I was going to play one in a black-white deck. Shake the Foundations is pretty good, especially with the Trapjaw Tyrant. I think it's significantly better, actually, than either of these cards. You can pretty much always play this and be happy. And it's still early enough where I'm just trying to figure out where we're supposed to be. I'm going to take the Shake the Foundations. So Mutiny is some removal. Tillinolly's Crown is pretty slick with Trapjaw Tyrant. And it's a kill spell on X1s, which is fine. Otherwise, Mutiny has 1 mana removal. Can't really deny that. Tillinolly's Crown tends to go pretty late, so I think probably the Mutiny is the pick here. Hey, you get in this pile. Okay, so we could get the Tillinolly's Crown now. There's a Martyr of Dusk, but we'll take the Crown probably. Otherwise, Bravado is fine, but if we do end up in a dinosaur strategy, we're going to want some crowns. So, Relentless Raptor, Companion, Pterodon. We'll take the Raptor over the Raptor. This does have to attack each turn, and has to block each combat if able. I mean, it's a 3/3 vigilance for 2. It's also color intensive. It's probably still better than Raptor Companion. I don't know. We'll find out. I haven't ever played it or against it, honestly, which might be telling. All right, we're going to take the Gleaming Barrier here. If we do end up doing the dinosaur 3-color thing, we're going to want this. Pride of Conquerors is actually pretty good. We'll take it. All right, take the Aspirant. Take the Recover too, but we'll take the Aspirant. Blazing Hope, I'm sure is playable. Glorifier, if we want to stick to a vampire plan, maybe. Still could happen. We haven't discovered. I mean, it's a very playable vampire card. I don't know how I feel about Blazing Hope anyway. I'm gonna let those just go. Got the crown back, so alright. So we'll figure out what we're doing. We just don't know yet. Polyraptor? Well, I think that tells me all the information I need to know of what we're doing. So yeah, well, that's awesome. And we can just play all these Tylenol. This is gonna be a fun deck, I think. All right. So isn't Polyraptor worth something or maybe not? Let's hope. 40 cents? Come on. Guess it is 8 mana. Uh, Otherwise another Luminous Bond in here. We're just passing all the removal for the fun cards. Is that how it's gonna be? I guess so. That's alright. But we're on the plan now. We're playing Naya Dinosaurs. These vampires can get out of here. We don't need you. Well, well, maybe. Probably not this one, but even Aspirant actually is pretty good. Another Chupacabra. So wait a second. The dude who I passed the Chupacabra to passed the Chupacabra back? I guess it's only second pick out of his pack, so they probably just took the rare. Yeah, they did. Alright, we'll take the Luminous Bond here. Good removal. Otherwise, Knight of the Stampede would be really good, but our deck is devoid of removal at the moment, so I'm going to hope we can wheel the Knight. Well, we could get yet. I don't really like the Sea-Torn Ceratops that much. Swift Warden might even just be better, but then again, with 2 Tillinolly's Crown. Alright, I guess that's enough reason. We're going to actually need some fixing, though, if we're hoping to make this 3-color dinosaur nonsense come together. Should I just take all these expensive cards? I guess. Let's just do something fun. This format's... I think we've all seen enough 2-color tribal X decks. You know, whatever. Normal decks. We want to see something fun. I do, at least. Dreadmaw and Overgrown Armasaur would be good, too. We're going to take the Ferocity, which is a card, honestly, I don't even really like that much, but for the purposes of this deck, hey, we'll take it. I'm going to take Shake the Foundations over, we'll probably wheel the Crown anyway. I think the Firebrand would be fine too, and Famished Paladin and Hunt the Weak obviously would be very good too, but I think we're just going to take the Shake now that we've got the Ceratops, the Tyrant, the Polyraptor, and the Silverclad. We have all these rare dudes that want to take damage. We're going to take Shake the Foundations. So here we'll take Divine Verdict probably, get some more removal. I would play Snubhorn Sentries in here. Or the Sun-Collared Raptor. Either one would be fine. Ooh, what? Everything I want in a pack? Come on. I may have to take the Seer here. Sadly, I love Raging Regisaur so much too. But we need the fixing and we need the ramp and we need the effect. All those effects are just too good for us to pass. Alright, we'll take the Raptor now. Could take a Death Spitter, I guess. Pretty good with double Shake the Foundation, double Crown. Highland Lake not doing that much for us anyway. So some actual fixing would be good. Hey, I'll take Gleaming Barrier for days. Never been so happy to take and play Gleaming Barriers before. So just take the best card in Swift Warden. Just get as color intensive as humanly possible. Otherwise we could take Jungleborn Pioneer, which is also pretty good. You get multiple bodies. We probably want to make this deck as easy to cast as possible. Let's take the Pioneer. Armasaur is better for our deck with the deal damage to everything cards. Just all the Tillinolly's Crowns. I'll keep playing them. That's cool. And a Raptor. Alright, so we already have a deck, which is good. Probably don't need this. Ideally, you don't need Pride of Conquerors. Could totally take Fiery Cannonade, actually. It works well for our deck with all these, once again, I guess it doesn't work that well with the Ceratops unless it's already taken damage. But otherwise, it's what, a Paladin of the Bloodstained, a Tishana's Wayfinder. Actually, could take the Thundering Spine back. I mean, Fiery Cannonade is probably something we want, but are we going to wheel the Spine back? I don't know. Do we need more 7 and 8 drops? Probably not, but we probably want the Cannonade to just kill things. Get to our late game. Makes sense to me. Well, Emperor's Vanguard, but we actually may want this unclaimed territory since we already have a deck and we want to be able to cast all these pesky dinosaurs. So we probably take the territory and wheel the Unknown Shores and play both. Probably. Otherwise, Vanguard is fine. I like it, but we just don't need it. We've already got a deck. Bonded Horncrest is quite good. Otherwise, we could take the Commune with Dinosaurs. Getting a 4-mana 5/5 is pretty important, though. Commune's pretty important, too. Especially when you have 7 and 8 drops and rares. We probably take the Commune. I think Horncrest is a better card in a vacuum, but I'm going to take the Commune, which we could have wheeled, but I don't even think we need to risk it. Well, Thematic Compass typically is a card I'm pretty unexcited about, but this actually looks like a decent candidate deck for it. Helps us fix. It's clunky, I'll admit, but the effect could help quite a bit. It's a little bit more exciting than Pounce and Fire Cannon Blast, seeing as it's rare. Alright, we're going to take the Thematic Compass, which is typically, once again, a card I don't take, but it actually kind of makes sense here. I think we'll take the Pounce now, get some more removal. We have good bodies for it, especially with the Enrage. Take the Commission here. Just chump blockers, essentially, because we have a bunch of spells that kill our own dudes. We don't have Explorer, though, so... Alright, Commission. Trove of Temptation. To help get us to fix us and get us to 6, 7, and 8. I think I'm actually going to take the Canopy for sideboard. Important card to have, and we've already got a bunch of cuts to make anyway. Caller is what our deck is looking for, definitely. Some more fixing certainly wouldn't have hurt us either. I may just take the Paladin here. Otherwise, I could take the Ryle. Ryle's pretty cool with our Enraged dudes that we have. We have like 6, which is pretty good. Paladin's a pretty good card, though, getting the 2 bodies. I like getting double body cards. It's typically pretty good. I'm going to take the Paladin, because there's some creatures I really want to cut. We're going to take and play the Unknown Shores. Take the Judgment. I mean, Nest Robber is a dinosaur, but could use this on a sideboard, maybe. You never know. Well, Blossom Dryad, you are getting in here. We need you. Probably don't need the Ceratops. Second Judgment? Whatever. Okay, well, our deck is sweet in terms of coolness, like actual cool stuff that's going on. Our deck is sweet. I have some concerns, but hopefully after I build this baby, we can alleviate those fears. So, you two are in. Let's get rid of Triple Crown. Does seem a little bit unnecessary. I think the Queen's Commission can go, the Pioneer can go, probably the Sky Marcher and the Aspirant can go. I'm trying to cut back on our double color intensity stuff. Like even Overgrown Armasaur could be a problem for that. We're at 15 creatures right now, though. Hmm. We still have probably 4 cuts to make. Probably one of the crowns can go, because then we still have 2 crowns double shake, fiery cannonade, so plenty of stuff to get our enrage going. Maybe we do cut the paladin. I love the double body spells, but at the same time, I think we've got a plan. I'm probably going to cut the raptor, I feel like. It's a fine card, but I don't know if I want to run it in here. Hmm. Having to attack each turn, even with the vigilance, can be a problem. But then again, 14 creatures, especially when 2 are just defenders, we may need the raptor. So I probably have to cut 2 spells then. Geez, can I cut 2 spells? I'm not sure that I can. I still kind of want Light Compass in here just for the fixing and the ramping. It's not really ramping, but sort of. This deck really does have some cool stuff going on, doesn't it? Alright, I think we are going to cut the raptor. And then I do need to cut, I think we're going to cut a crown. I don't like cutting multiple crowns, but between the first crown, the 2 shake the foundations, and fiery cannonade, I think that we're going to be fine for our enrage guys, probably. Yeah, and the Regis R2, remember, can just trigger your enrage all day. Wish we'd gotten that second one, but I have no regrets on getting an Atsokan Seer. So at least we have a Caller, a Seer, and a Dryad. I'm surprised we got so little fixing. Like, usually you end up with a New Horizons 2 or whatever, but guess not this time. So let's sort by color and see what we're looking at here. So we at least need 2 white, but white, and we need white on turn 2. We need all 3 of our colors pretty equally. I guess our ramp, all of our ramp and fixing and stuff is definitely in green. So we're gonna err towards green and red, and I guess Trapjaw Tyrant's just gonna have to come late. So let's get our Unknown Shores and Unclaimed Territory in there, and then in terms of what we want, that's a bad sign when they recommend evenly splitting it. We're not going to do that, though. We're probably going to do this. Maybe up this to 7. If I do that, it's 9 green, 7 red, 5 white. But you need that Caller on turn 1, too. Oh, boy. You don't need Caller on turn 1. It's nice, though, when you have 7 and 8 drops in your deck. Hmm. The problem is it's not a dinosaur, too, so you can't unclaimed territory it out. Hmm. And these require white, too. Oh, boy. Might have to do this. All right. One of the sketchier mana bases I've ever played, but it's definitely a fun looking deck. So multi-mythic and dinosaurs and rares all over the place. So let's give her a try and see what we can do. We'll see you round 1.